and I'm black, y'all. And I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all. I'm blickety black, blacker than black, black. I'm blacker than black, yo. Because I'm black and I'm back. Yo, I'm black and I'm black, y'all. And I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all. And I'm black, y'all. And I'm black, y'all. And I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all. And
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of HonesTEA with your boy John. I don't even know if that's a real song or not. It look like the dude from Jason Lyrics, but I like that shit. You know, it feels really good to be black, you guys. So again, happy Black History Month. I got so much to talk about, you guys, so we're gonna get right into the topics. Let's go. All-Star Weekend was in Chicago last weekend. This is the first time that we ever had All-Star Weekend in Chicago, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the last. But before I go into all of that, I gotta talk about Chaka Khan's performance. If you guys are fans of Chaka Khan, then you know a Chaka Khan performance, right? It went on for days and for days and for days. I'm just like, girl, by the time you get done with that, All-Star Weekend gonna be over with. There's no shade, Chaka Khan. I love you. Well, my parents love you. Don't know you like that. But that wasn't necessary. I prefer Fergie's. And Fergie's was a hot-ass mess. Girl, that was a hot-ass mess, too. You still look good. You look very, very beautiful at the age that you are. I don't know how old you are, but bitch, I know you up there. So here's Chaka Khan's performance. You guys be the judge. Let's take a look.
Oh, say, can you see the dawn's early light, whose broad stripes and dried stars through the perilous fight? Oh, say does that star-spangled banner, yeah,
Would have been a lot better had you would have had some music playing, because that whole shit was in acapella. It was not good at all. I'm sorry, Chaka. You took an hour to do a Star Spangled Banner or the national anthem, whatever the fuck you want to call that shit, for like an hour. It was not necessary at all. I have to talk about the All-Star Weekend because it was the slam dunk contest, the three-point shootout, the East versus West, but now they naming it by the team captains and shit. That's how you know how much I don't watch basketball. I used to. I realized that the people who was on the East and West team, with the LeBron team and whoever the person that was playing, they didn't have anybody in Chicago in there. I think it was bogus because at the end of the day, like, y'all had All-Star Weekend here in Chicago, home of the Chicago Bulls, and you didn't have not one person from the Chicago Bulls representing any of those teams. I mean, you had Zach LaVine in the three-point shootout contest, and that was the only person that was representing Chicago. And to be honest, he didn't really do that much of a good job. But then again, I don't know. I wasn't watching it. I was at work. I'm not a sports kind of guy. But, you know, to all the people that watch this show that like sports, well, there you go. I do have to say this, though. Chicago, you need to get it together. This is why we can't have nice things. This is why people don't want to come to Chicago, because of the violence. Like, DaBaby was in town. Fabulous was in town. Like, a whole bunch of celebrities was in town for All-Star Weekend, because it was like, damn, like, when was the last time we had something in Chicago? Niggas want to start fighting. Niggas want to start shooting. And it's just like, man, for once, can we just come together and just kick it and just be cool? People just don't know how to go out and have a good time. Motherfuckers always thinking somebody trying to try them. It's very embarrassing. And this is probably why the Olympics got changed from, you know, some years back. Because it was going to be in Chicago. We put it in a bid for it, but you know we wasn't going to get that shit. Because of shit like this right here. It's black people that's doing this shit. All the time. Enough is enough, Chicago. Chicago, we got to get it together. Every time you be listening to the radio, whether it's GCI, Power 92, 106.5, 96.3, what the fuck do they say? Put the guns down, Chicago. But y'all don't fucking listen. Half of y'all ain't even got a fucking car or a radio to listen to. And that's probably the problem right there. We gotta get it together as a city. If we want nice things, if we want to put our city on the map, we gotta start behaving. All of this violence for what? We take pride in knowing that our city is the most dangerous city. Like, ain't nothing to be happy about. And people who come into town, oh, I don't want to go to the south side. Now, the west side, I agree. But no, I don't want to go to the south side. No, I don't want to go downtown. I'm scared I'm going to get robbed. But 9 out of 10, bitch, you might. You know what I'm saying? You look like a tourist, bitch, they going to try you. And it's sad, but it's true. But it's with every city, with every state, with every town that you go into that you're foreign to. But in Chicago, we got a reputation of that shit. And that's not one of the reputations that we want to represent our city as. Home of the thugs, home of the killers. Like, no. I don't like that shit. We got to get it together, Chicago. For real, for real. So the next thing that I want to talk about is Dwayne Wade's son transitioning to a female by the name of Zaya. A lot of people are dragging Dwayne Wade online, talking about, oh, this is such a disappointment to the black community. Like, this child is confused and other stuff like that. Basically, Dwayne Wade's son, who is now going by the name of Zaya, is transitioning from male to female. And a lot of people got a problem with it because Zaya is only 12 years old. And they feel like at 12 years old, you don't necessarily know what you want. Being confused and knowing what you want are two different things. Worry about your own child. Worry about what you got going on. Why are you worried about Dwayne Wade's daughter? I'm pretty sure Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union had some mixed emotions. Probably was thinking like, what the fuck is going on? But at the end of the day, they're setting an example for supporting their child. Dwayne Wade has a documentary out, or I'm not sure if it's out or not, but basically explaining like, you know, like, man, like, I was having a hard time dealing with this. You know, my son wants to be a woman. But at the end of the day, it would look bad on him, on his part, not supporting his daughter. Yeah, I get that he's 12 years old. If she knows what she wants, then let her do that. If it's not your child, then why are you worried about it? I was feeling some type of way about it too, because I mean, like, it's 12 years old. You know, you haven't fully developed in life or anything like that. I feel like you probably haven't even went through puberty yet. But at the same time, if you know what you want, if it's right up in here that you know what you really want, even if you're 10 or 9 years old, then you go and you do that. There's a video where basically Dwayne Wade is talking to Zaya and saying, like, you know, explain yourself for the people so they can know what you're talking about. So we're going to watch that and then we're going to come back and discuss it.
Yourself, because are you really even, like, it's what's the point of being on this earth if you're going to try to be someone you're not? It's like you're not even living as yourself, which is like the dumbest concept to me. It's just like, you know, be true and don't really care what like the stereotypical way of like being you is.
Even when people are being mean, even when people are getting hurt
Sure.
because they're trying to be themselves, and even through that, you still want people to make sure that they live their truth.
Yeah, I think I know it can get tough, definitely. Yeah, but I think you push through and you be the best you, and especially more recently, like it's become a more accepting. Even though there's, you know, obviously a lot of people out there who still are like set, you know, more in the like back in their days way of mind. But I think even through hard times, just you gotta just push through. I mean, like, it's worth it. I feel like it's very worth it when you reach that point of like yourself.
Feeling free.
Yeah.
Feeling like you.
Yeah.
Feeling like you don't have to hide.
Like where you could look in the mirror and like say like hi to yourself, like nice to meet you, instead of like I don't really know who I am. It's like a full identity crisis. Yeah.
So as you see, Zaya is not no typical 12-year-old girl. This girl is very intelligent. She speaks clearly. She has an open mind. She don't seem confused. She know what she wants. I feel like as a black community, we gotta do a lot better when it comes down to supporting our own. If you don't agree with it, okay, that's your opinion. But you keep that shit to yourself. A lot of people are worried about Dwayne Wade's daughter when they don't even take care of their own daughter. They don't take care of their own child. So who are we to sit there and judge? When it comes down to transitioning, or when it comes down to saying like, hey, I want to transition from a male to a female, or I want to transition from a female to a male, they have to go through a psychological evaluation. I'm pretty sure they already done been there and done that. Dwayne Wade, I am proud of your support for your child. And that's all that matters. If a lot of black people were supportive of their gay child, this world would be in such a better place. A lot of gay people wouldn't have insecurities and issues when it comes down to being themselves. A lot of gay people have a lot of insecurities from within because the people who they thought that would love them unconditionally turn their backs on them because of the life that they think they chose to live. No, bitch. I was born this way. I tell people that all the time. Like, you can be born gay. A lot of people say, no, that ain't no choice. So, bitch, you telling me you was born straight or you had to choose to be straight? Because that don't make sense. You know what you like. You know what you don't like. We have to support and show love because at the end of the day, that's what Zaya needs the most right now. You got people like Lil Boosie who ain't got the nerve to talk about any motherfucking body. Because, bitch, don't you got cancer? And yet you over here want to talking about Zaya. You talking about a 12-year-old girl. And then you want to sit there and be like, Dwayne Wade, like, your ass is out of line. You out of pocket. Bitch, first of all, Lil Boosie, you look like you still got cancer, bitch. You look like you smoke 12 packs of Newports every day, bitch. You look like you stink. You got a lot of nerve. When y'all see this video, depending on how you view it, you're gonna be disgusted. Because at the end of the day, it's just like, man, like, why you worry about this 12-year-old girl? You sound like R. Kelly, bitch. Let's watch.
Gotta say something about this shit, bro. Dwayne Wade, you gone too fucking far, dog. That is a male. A 12-year-old. At 12, they don't even know what their next meal gonna be. They don't have shit figured out yet. He might meet a woman, anything, at 16 and fall in love with her. But his dick be gone. How you gonna... Like, bro, you going too far, dog. Don't cut his dick off, bro. Like, bro, for real. If he gonna be gay, let him be gay. But don't cut his dick off, bro. Like, don't address him as a woman, dog. He's 12 years old. He's not up there yet. He hasn't made his final decisions yet. Don't cut his fucking dick off, Dwayne Wade, bro. You fucking tripping, dog. You tripping, dog. You tripping, dog.
First of all, Lil Boosie, you ugly as hell. Nothing wrong with people having their opinion, but Lil Boosie, you are a homophobic person. So, you talking about some, let that child be gay. If you're gonna be gay, bitch, no. Because you don't even approve of that shit either, but bitch, who are you? You ain't even got no motherfucking money, bitch. You ain't got an album out. You haven't sold any music in years. Bitch, what you need to be doing is getting your ass in the studio. Ain't nobody gonna listen to that shit. Who are you to judge? Bitch, you can't even spell judge. It's the African American community. We can have our opinions. If you don't like it, whatever, fuck it. It ain't your child, so you have no say so on what needs to go on in the Gabrielle Union Dwayne Wade's home. What we can do is be with Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union and Zaya, and they need a support. Summer Anxiety Walker. Bitch, I've been waiting on you. I've really been waiting on you to fuck up for real. And bitch, you just did it. I've been real patient with you, bitch, because I know a lot of people like you. I like your music, bitch, but let's be honest, all that shit sound the same. If you guys don't know by now, Summer Walker's getting dragged right now online as we speak. She was at the airport flying Southwest because she broke. Somebody stole her laptop. She went on social media and said to whoever stole my laptop, I hope y'all catch HIV with an uncircumcised dick. A lot of people were dragging her because people who are actually living with the virus felt some type of way about it. And it's so ignorant of Summer Walker to say, especially because you the same bitch that's be claiming who got social anxiety when people drag you online for having social anxiety. You always talking shit about somebody, but when you let somebody talk about you, you want to freeze up. Like, bitch, get the fuck up out of here. Like, it's so many things that I can say about you, Summer Walker, but I'm just gonna let it be. But you really need to watch what comes out of your fucking mouth. And that's one of the problems that I have with you, bitch. Because you will sit here and you will talk about people online for a bitch who got social anxiety, for a bitch who be posting random shit, posting yourself up in lingerie and shaking your ass in the mall and stuff like that, bitch. You got all this social anxiety, but bitch, that's not what social anxiety look like to me. Bitch, how you have friends and you claim that you have social anxiety? That makes no fucking sense to me. And a lot of y'all fans are gonna sit there and say, oh, well, it don't work like that, and y'all just gotta understand, bitch, I don't give a fuck, okay? Because at the end of the day, Summer Walker, bitch, you are a goddamn fool, and you are so fucking ignorant for saying that statement about HIV. At the end of the day, I'm pretty sure you caught a couple of STDs dealing with London on the track. And, bitch, you look like you caught a couple of STDs just not taking showers alone, bitch. Let's not forget, you don't take showers, you're dirty. You look dirty. But at the end of the day, I'ma pay it. You have a lot of fucking nerve for trying to recant what you said at the London on the track bought you a motherfucking laptop right after that. Bitch, you act as if that was the only laptop in the motherfucking world. You acting like you didn't sell 1 million units of over it. Bitch, you can afford a laptop, but you tripping over this one laptop, and this one laptop made you want to say, oh, whoever stole my laptop, I hope you catch HIV with an infected dick. Uncircumcised dick on top of that. Like, girl, you got a lot of fucking nerve. For a bitch who have anxiety, bitch, you got a lot of fucking nerve. And that's why you deserve to get dragged online. That's why these people are eating you up in your comments. That's why you can't even take a picture or do an acceptance speech because you be looking stupid as hell. That's why you sound bad as fuck when you be singing on live. You sound bad as fuck when you be doing live performances, bitch. So you need to stick to stripping and cleaning hotel rooms, bitch, because this ain't it. Wendy Williams is in a lot of fire lately. First, it was the fact that she was talking about gay men saying stop wearing our heels and stop wearing our dresses. I don't think Wendy meant no harm by it, because at the end of the day, she loved the gay people. There's a lot of rumors about her husband Kevin being gay, and it's no shade because I can see it. I think you got to be careful of what you say, and how you say it is the problem. So we're gonna watch this video and then we're gonna discuss.
I don't care if you're gay. You don't get a menses every 28 days. All right. You can do a lot that we do, but I get offended by the idea that we go through something you will never go through. And stop wearing our skirts and our heels.
So as you can see, like, to me, she didn't mean no harm. You know what I'm saying? She was just trying to get a good laugh, just being a little bit shady. But at the same time, you got to think about it for people who are gay, who do dress feminine, who do like to wear girl clothes, who do like to wear skirts. She was just saying a specific type of gay people. And a lot of people were saying that too. Like I said in my previous episode, not every gay person like to wear heels and wear earrings and all that stuff like that. They could just be wearing a hoodie and some pants, just like me. So I get it. But at the same time is you got to give Wendy Williams a break on that. You know, she even did a statement, you know, in the video saying like, man, like, yeah, I fucked up. And I realized that. Like, I really do realize that. And you can tell that she was sincere about it, because when Wendy Williams don't have on no makeup, and when Wendy Williams look like she about to cry up in here, you know that shit is real. So, I forgive Wendy for that. So I feel like we should all forgive Wendy, because we all say shit that we don't mean. Or we all say shit that gets taken the wrong way. However, Wendy just got dragged today about Drew Carey's ex-fiance who got pushed off a third-story balcony. You guys are going to watch this video and we're going to discuss.
Pushed off of a third-floor balcony. I'll give you a little backstory. So, she was killed not by Drew, but by the ex. Come on down.
Now, Wendy, I love you, girl, but I can't save you from this one. This one is a little bit too far. You're mocking somebody's death. I just want to make sure that you're okay, Wendy. This is not the regular shady Wendy Williams. This is not the Wendy that we all know and love. This is a Wendy that's probably going through some stuff right now. I hope you're not on that bottle no more, and I hope you're not doing coke, because if you are, that explains your behavior for the past couple of days. And it's not acceptable. But at the same time, bitch, if you hurting, you need to reach out. If you need to go to AA, bitch, go to AA. If you need to go to rehab, bitch, go to rehab. Get your shit together, bitch, before they cancel you. We don't want Nick Cannon substituting for you while you in rehab. Because, bitch, he ain't gonna tell us that he really sucked on Linda Brown dick. And on top of that, bitch, you ain't gonna be able to come back. So my last topic is I'm gonna talk about is the Real Housewives of Atlanta. As you know, the new episode came on Sunday, and it was by far one of the best episodes of this season. So this episode was about Nene and Cynthia making amends with each other. Just coming to a mutual agreement that we're gonna be cordial and that we're not gonna have any more beef, and let's just try to work on our friendship. If you guys keep up with the Real Housewives of Atlanta, if you guys know last year, Cynthia did some shady-ish to Nene, basically bringing Kenya Moore back on the show. And then tried to lie and say, I didn't know Kenya was coming. In this season, Cynthia and Nene, they don't fuck with each other. But you guys are going to watch, like I said, you're going to watch the clip that I'm going to show you guys, and then we're going to talk about it.
You had been out doing several interviews before I did one. You did that, okay? And you need to take responsibility for what you did.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
It does not matter.
Let me tell you why it matters.
Look, the point
because
is that
you're supposed to be my sister, remember?
Yeah, and you were supposed
and
to
so
be
I
mine.
respond to you. It's a problem. You don't expect me to respond?
You don't
I
expect me
should.
to respond to you?
Yes, but you did 7 interviews,
Nene,
Cynthia, and you know me well enough to know
And you know
that
me
I
as
take
well.
my friendships very serious.
And I take my friendships very seriously
And
as
I
well.
will not be out purposely doing something to
Girl,
somebody that's...
when you get mad at your friends, you're the first one to try to tear them down.
Really?
Really?
Who did I tear
and
down,
then, And then
Cynthia?
as
Who did I
time
tear
goes
down,
on,
Cynthia?
anybody you mad at.
You know you have your whole side that you don't want nobody to know about.
But what is the side I have, Nene?
Oh, you know you have a side, and
Right.
you have done stuff, but you don't want
done what?
people
What
to
have I-
think
I-
that.
what
You
have I
want
done
people
to
to
you?
think that it's me when it's you.
Now, when it comes down to Cynthia and Nene, when it comes down to choosing sides, to be honest, I'm really on Nene's side with this one. Had Cynthia would have just been up front with Nene saying like, hey, I'm having my wine cellar event and I'm going to invite Kenya. If she would have just told Nene from the jump, it wouldn't be no beef right now. I agree with Nene, you know, and I agree with Cynthia, especially when Cynthia said like, you know, the moment that you fall out with somebody, you talk all of this shit about them. Because Nene has done that. You done all of these multiple interviews, and I did one, bitch. I did fucking one. End up making up. And another thing that Cynthia pointed out, which is also true about Nene, because Nene really is a crybaby. Nene's the type of friend that be like, even though I hurt you, bitch, I still want you to chase after me. When it comes down to the whole situation, I'm glad that they're back friends, or I'm glad that they're working on their friendship. But at the same time, and this is to Cynthia, you don't have to be Nene's friend. Like, it's okay if y'all not friends. You don't look good being Nene's friend. Yes, y'all got a bond and all this stuff like that, and y'all look cute together, hugged up and all this shit like that. But at the same time, you look like you don't have a voice of your own. You look like Nene's lapdog. One minute you friends with Kenya, and then one friend you friends with Nene. So it's best that you just stay mutual and just say, hey, I'm gonna kick it with Kenya this day, and bitch, I'm gonna kick it with you this day. It's okay for you not to be friends with them. It's okay for you to not be friends with Nene. It's okay for you to not be friends with Kenya. I would love to see you and Nene be friends. But in the midst of you being friends with Nene, bitch, you act like you're not your own person. And I love the woman that you have become, that you've grown into, because you've grown into your own self. I'm not saying that Nene is going to take all that away from you, but the moment that you become friends with Nene, bitch, you ain't got a man of your own. We've seen that throughout each and every season. But y'all been through so much, it's just like, how can y'all not be friends, like you said? And I don't blame you for it. But at the same time is, if y'all not cool, if y'all not cool, it's okay. If y'all are cool, that's great. If y'all just have a mutual respect for each other, that's even better. Other than that, the episode was really good. Eva was getting ready to have her baby, you know, keeping that check. Because other than that, who cares? I was more enthralled with Nene and Cynthia hashing what they had going on. Because at the end of the day, like, it's been going on for too long. Cynthia, you really did start this whole situation because you went behind Nene's back, which wasn't a problem. But because if you wanted your friend to be there, you want your friend to be there to support you. It is what it is. But at the same time, you tried to lie and say, I didn't know she was coming. Bitch, knowing damn well you're on TV, knowing damn well that you're mic'd. And when they found out, all you had to say was, yeah, Nene, I just wanted her to come. You know, I know y'all don't like each other, but she wants to support me just as much as you do. It would have been better if it would have went that way than saying, I didn't know. Now you look like a liar. Now you look stupid. But other than that, that's all I got to say about that. So that's all I got for you guys. Make sure you guys like, share, comment, and subscribe below. Make sure you just support me because I support you guys. I want to give a special shout out to all the lovers out there who spent Valentine's Day with their loved ones or to their side pieces. Me, however, it was my 5th year anniversary being with my husband. Well, not 5th year of being married. It'll be 3 years in March, but it was the 5th year of us getting to know each other and to make it official. And so, even though we didn't do anything, just knowing that I've been with somebody for this long that truly loves me and I love them back, because I never loved anybody like him before, nor have I ever loved any person that I've ever been with. It's just an amazing feeling. So, other than that, you guys, I'm out. Just like, share, comment, subscribe below. Tune in every Tuesday or Wednesday to get a new episode. Remember, you guys, if you guys follow me on social media, if you see something that you want me to talk about, send it to me. Okay? Because I need some new topics to talk about.